how we can integrate our uh, React.js application with our Node.js application. Okay, so we had already done some work in our backend, in our React.js application, or I would say Node.js application. So I will start that project. Okay, let me see whether, yeah, this was my project. So let me start it. Let's open it. Let's start with the VS Code, and let me show you how we can work on both.
రావట్లేదా అలా కత్తి ఉంది.
Let me start the Node.js applications also. What happened? I have opened it. One second. This one. Yeah, this was the Node.js in class, the last one. So what we need to do, we need to either deploy both the application in any server, or what you can do, you can run your server in locally. Okay, so I will do the same thing. Let me open the terminal and let me run this application. Okay. Yeah, how we can run your node our node application by same command, npm start. Okay, why this command? Because in package.json file we have uh, wrote the start command, that is node server.js, right? So what it did, it started my application, and since we are working on, I would say, uh, local environment, so we know in which port it is running. So in which port it is running, in my .env file, we can see my application is running on port number 3000. Okay. Okay. Let me open the React application on new, I would say, on new Visual Studio Code. Or what I will do, I will open my React application. Yeah, on new Visual Studio Code. That would be better. I don't know why uh, my React are not getting open. Okay, in new Visual Studio Code. Do you remember how we can do, how do you remember how we can do this thing to open it in a new tab instead of the same?
Yeah, I know. Can you go for file? Click on file.
Yes.
No, not here. Uh, Here in Visual Studio Code itself.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, yeah.
File, new window.
File, new window.
Third one from top.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yes, yes.
Here you can
Yeah,
open new.
yeah, yes, yes. I remember. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Sometimes when we don't do those kind of things for a many days, we forget.
Yes.
So what I did, I opened my terminal. I started my node server, and I will do the same thing for the React also. Okay, I will I will go to this folder and I will start the application. you can have this thing on a same folders also. I mean, you can make one folder as a front end or back end, but ideally this should, the both should be on different repository. Okay, both applications should be on different repository, and then when you will upload those on a server, then you have to point the server name. Let, I will show those also. So let me start this applications also. Okay, same command again. Why? Because in package.json I mean, by default they have given the script like how to run the application. Okay, so for React it's this command React script start. Okay, that's why it starts the application. So ideally internally it run this command, this script to run the application, and for Node it run, I would say, this script. Okay, no node1 server.js to run the Node application. So now both our applications are running, right? Our node are running on port number 3000, and I think React also use 3000. But what will happen, since those 3000 have been occupied by uh, Node.js, so it might take 3001. So let us see when it gets started. See, it says something is already running in this. Do you like to run it on another port? So so you can say yes, or for simplicity, what you can do, you can close this thing and change your Node.js server. Okay, or port number. Let it be on 4000. And if you change the port, you have to restart your application again. Let me restart everything and restart my React application. So so both my server, I think, are almost running. Right. Everything got connected and my Node server is there. So what I will do now, we have used one API, right? We have used one API in dashboard to read data from some XYZ server, right? And in the response, what we used to get some kind of data which have this thing: ID, user ID, right? Titles and body. So what we can do, we can create that API in our Node applications also. So instead of calling it from JSON uh, web API, what I will do, I will create my own API, and then I will call it from there. So for that, what we can do, we can create some kind of route, some kind of everything. So let me show you how we can create it. So first thing first, we have to create a route and then implement those routes in our application. What I will do, I will come here in route, I will create that route, or I will create one URL. Okay. Or I have one route. I have one route. So let me use that route. Okay. The product route. Did I use it? Yes. Let me see whether I have any routes or not. My application, I don't know why, become very super today. Let me see what kind of route we have in our application. Close the other thing. Close this. Okay, I have access, admin type, OTP, region, user, and wallet. What I will do, I will use this region route, and then I will create that API which will give us all those details. Okay, so let me go to region routing. And yeah, region management, and then I will create one routing. Get test data. Get what I created now inside region, name it as the get test data, and same thing for functions. I will use this controller, which is the controller, and inside the controller I will use this service or this functions. Okay, so I will go there inside our region controller. What I will do, I will create this functions. Yeah. Then same thing, function. My laptop becomes super slow now. Okay. Then request, response. What we can do, we can create that, either create that response JSON, or have or pick it from the database. But for now, what I am doing, I am creating an array, okay, where I will store all those data. What data it used to store? It used to store the ID, one, user ID, colon one. Okay, then it used to have title and body. Title, project, API body will be this. Okay. And some let it give this. What I'm trying to do, I am trying to create some arrays from this. And then when I will hit this API, I will return this response to the React. And I will, instead of calling the third party API, we will use this. Okay. Let it be like this. Let me change the IDs so that this can be visible. ID 2, then third one, ID 3. That's it. Okay. Let's write something here also so that it should be understandable, like what is happening here. Uh, this is for ID colon 3. This is for ID colon 2. I see a red mark here. Why? It is fine, but why it is not? And then what we can do, we can send response back. Okay. How we can send response? We use this res dot send. We use this way, right? Oh, right. It's a great market. Okay, okay. Okay. There's this. Today my laptop becomes super slow. Okay, I don't know. I mean, this fine here. This is also fine. Okay, okay, okay. Was due to slowness. And then at last, what I have done, I have to send the status. How you can send the status? By using res dot send and the JSON or the data which you want to send. So I will be using the same way. I will generate this. Either you will generate this JSON from anywhere, or you can get this thing from the database, and you will call this API. Now let's see whether we could able to call this API correctly or not. For that, we can go to Postman, okay, and we will call the API. Okay, I don't know why my why my application becomes super slow. It's almost, I would say, I could not able to access anything. Okay. Yeah, recording and everything are going on. So let's see. Okay. Let us hit the API directly instead of creating any postman. Let us hit the API directly. How you can hit the API directly? Since you know we are we are using port folder. So use this. Then what I use, I have used region, and then inside route, what we have given, we have given this route, right? Get test data. So when I hit this thing from our local host, from our local machine, let's see. Okay, I did not get this. Region is not defined on line number 28. Okay, I understood what mistake I have done. I instead of sending this JSON, I send uh, region from here. Okay, that's why it gave the error. So now you can see it's working. Okay, it's a working thing and it's working from our applications already. So when I hit this API, I should get the response. Okay. Okay. It might be restarting and it took some time to restart. Let me see what happened here. Okay, it's starting. It tried to start the server again. Let it be fully started and then we can use it. Okay, done. Done. We get the data. Now in React, our React application is working on this port, right? And this is our dashboard page. Okay, this is our dashboard page. Now, if you want to, instead of showing this data, if you want to show the data from our API means the API which we have created. This. So how you can do this thing? It's very easier thing. You just need to change the URLs. Okay. Instead of this URL, you just need to change this URL to your current one. Okay. To your main URL like this. Okay. And now your React application will get integrated with your Node application. Okay. And now when it get compiled, yeah, when it get recompiled and everything, we will have our data instead of uh, from third-party API, it will be from our Node API. It's compiling. I think my laptop needs restart. Hence, it is taking time to compile, but it will get compiled and then you will see, like instead of getting data from these places, it will get called from our API only. Okay.
It means it is integrated only through URL, not more than that. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. It is integrated only through URLs. Only. Okay. We we don't need those things together.
Okay, that get test is nothing but one of the router.
One of the router which I have created inside this region setting. One
this
of the
route,
router of our
this
application.
route
Now,
is there. This route is there in UI also, correct?
yes, yes. Now, how you can do this? See, there are different ways. Okay, like this port should be in your server, or you can give some course configurations here, middle some middleware that will help you. That will help you, or that will allow you to hit it from those APIs only. Or you can create the microservice for this. Like this would be one of the service, and your frontend would be another service. But But everything is like this. If it's a microservice, then there are different way. Amazon Web Service way, there are different way to communicate those service. Uh, but in short, you need some URLs, either service discovery or the URLs to call their APIs. Okay, so it's nothing. It's follow this kind of pattern. Like your backend is totally a different code, and your front end is totally a different code. You need a URL or service discovery where you can able to identify like which URL you have to hit. You hit the URL and you get the data. Okay. I think due to some problem in my laptop, or I don't know. Yeah, taking long time to start. Yeah, it's starting. Okay, it's starting the dev server. Now you mean till now you can able to easily identify. Like I just changed the URLs only. So now it's the URL and it will take data from there once the server gets started. So Shrikant, any question from you, Shrikant? Shrikant, am I audible to you?
Firdous, can you please explain once again how this is integrated? I mean, which makes this. I mean, not everything, just how.
Yeah, yeah. One thing you can do, you can add a course configurations. Okay. Other than this, you can add a course configurations. What you can do,
Cars, okay.
like yeah, course. Sorry, I said the
Okay.
wrong word. Course. What you can do, you can add a course so that let me show you how. If you want to make your application some more secure, so so that it can be accessible through one URL only, okay, or from one place only. So what will happen? What you need to do, you need to add some codes like this. Okay, you need
Okay.
to install CORS in your Node application, and then in your server page, you need to add something like this. You need to have like this be on, on the first page. What it will do, it will not allow to use your application from some other domain. Okay, it will only allow to use your application from this domain only, from whatever be your domain, from that domain only. Okay, and what we can do, we need to install ports, and then in each of our routes we can provide those ports, so that the application so the APIs which are very sensible, or which are to be used by our applications only, or the front end only, it can be used from there only. Let my uh, terminal get start. Right. And meanwhile, if you see this, I think it started to load. Okay, any error? No error. Yeah. So I will install Force here, and then I will add the few lines. Few lines like this. this, and then one more line, like on the APIs or the routes which you want to uh, make it as a course enables, you have to add it here. Okay. Like we have this much of routes, which we have this much of routes. So in each of the routes, those routes which you want to be a secure one. So instead of you have to add that parameters here. This, and this. Okay. You have to give a course option in. So what will happen? This route will only be accessible from the course option which I have given, mean from this domain only. From this domain only. Okay. And secondly, if you work on a big project, what they do is they set the networks in such a way like it will read the data from that network only. From any other network, if you try to hit the API, those those API communication will never get success. Okay. So I think this is the way where we we write our API, then we integrate our API. And if you don't give this course, so what will happen? Sometimes it gives the course errors. Okay, it don't allow you to connect everything, and it gives the course error, and you could not be able to hit the API from outside. Oh, okay, what happened here? Let me see console. I can see one error. Let me see what error comes. If you see the network, yeah, some error are there. It may be okay. This API, see what happened? I get a course error, right? I get a course error. Why I got the course error? Because in React, in my Node application, I told, okay, please, this could be accessible from this URLs only. Okay, that's why it gave the course error. Instead of this, if I make it as local host, then what it will happen? It will it will allow me in a course setting or network setting, so that we can hit the API from outside world, or we can hit the API from the place where we want to hit, and in this way we can get the data. Okay, now still we are this API is getting failed. Why it is getting failed? Why it is getting failed? Let me see the response. More response. Let me see the header. Response header. Information are shown in header. Okay, strict origin when cross origin. Okay, same course error. I'm getting the course error. So I have to resolve the course error from front end and back end, and then we can able to hit the area. So how to resolve course error? Okay, reactive and so what we can do from React also, we need to add some property. Okay, like in our package.json, we need to get something, add some settings. Okay. What kind of settings? Let me see. This proxy kind of. kind of course. Okay, more course. Okay, okay, this, this. See what they have done? They have added this course options. Okay. So we can add this course option and then we can resolve it. But what I will try what I try to say, always try to uh, resolve this course option from your back end, not from your front end. Okay, like this. Let me use this. Okay, let me use this. Let me go to our node application, and instead of this, what I will do, I will use this code. Okay, so what it will do, it will allow all the codes which are coming from our which are running from our local host, and instead of uh, making one URL whitelist, what I will do, I will make all the URL whitelist. So what happened? App is not accessible because I have declared app after it. Okay, close it. Just in this point, that would be better. Okay. So what I did, I whitelist this URL. Okay. So you can whitelist uh, your URL from where you want to hit your APIs. Okay. You can get this code easily from anywhere. And now when I try to hit, let me, yeah, it got started connected. Now when I try to hit the API again, I will not see any issue now, right? So this data I got from my API. Okay, so these are the data which I have created in our node application, and my node and a React application start to talk with each other. So what I did, I just when I complete my application, I just enable codes. Okay, what I enable, I enable, like from this API, you can able to access my application, right? And if you want to have all your uh, all your I mean all your URL to be accessible to, just just hit it, just you I mean remove this two code and just give a callback like this. Okay, and instead of this, remove this two code, then what will happen, all your URLs would be that can be accessible from any places. Okay, we are not checking any origin. We are just making, I mean calling it to our main application and enabling the ports. Okay, so this way also you can do, right? So any question now? And this would be the URL which you will whitelist. Mean this would be the URL which you are allowing to use your applications. Okay, from outside world. Okay, so we know our React application is running on port number 3000. That's why I given this URL. So if you upload your React application to some server, you have to give this the URL of that server, of this location of that server, into this place, or into this array, so that it will whitelist that URL also. It will not give any course error for that URL. Okay, and one more thing, these two applications can be on two different servers, and you can do much more thing. I mean, in what I did here, I call the base URL here. Instead of this, you can have a configuration page. You can have a configuration page like this utils. I have a constant. So inside a constant, you can hold your base URL. Okay, you can hold your base URL, base API URL, and read the data and read it from there. Like here you can give some base URL. Okay, this is your base URL. What you can do, you can you can import this constant from in the place where you want to call your API, and instead of giving the full URL, you should call it from base URL like this. That would be better. This is util. So, yes, yeah, right? So you can have something like this, and then you can use your application. So this would be very easier one. So that what will happen uh, whenever you will switch any server, switch anything, you don't have to go and change the URL again and again. You will simply change it here. I think it should be 4000. Change it here, and it will be accessible. So any question how we can do the integrations with React and Node.js? So your application are integrated again, and you can see we are able to get the data properly. Okay. Again, I got 404. Why? It might be my URL would not be good. Okay. Okay. It again took it added 3000 and then 4000. What happened? Okay. Okay. Since I did not given the proper URL, what happened? If you don't give a proper URL, it will append it. Okay, it will append the URL. That's why it append 3000 and then it follows. So this was the response, and this is the response, and this is how I'm showing the response. Any question from you two, Shrikant and Venkat? Shrikant is here, but he's not talking. So, so Venkat, I will request to create some kind of application. Now you know how to create the node applications also. I think this is it. These are the settings. Create some kind of application, whatever you want to play this and have a command in this. And I think these are the things. These are enough. These are enough. Okay. Rest are the security thing that mainly handled by the DevOps team or the security team where you will work, and some server configuration. So what you can do, I mean, as I suggested earlier also, whatever work you do, you upload your work in this place render.com. Okay, you upload your work there and have your application running. Okay, and with this structure, with this thing, you can create any kind of application, whether it's and with React also, I know I haven't structured this thing as good as I have to be but these are sufficient. I mean, whatever things you have learned, like you have learned to create your HTML, you have learned to place your HTML, you have learned to pull your HTML, right? And then regarding data also, I mean, how you can pull your data, how you can change your data, how you can validate. I think these are I would say 60-70% of the things which you need to learn. Rest 30% will come with with your work. When you do the work, you will able to learn those things. Like here I use React Bootstrap, but but in many projects they use Chakra UI or Tailwind CSS, so you can implement those things also and and learn those things. Have a command on this thing. Okay, so whenever you need any help, please ping here. I will always try to be there. But sorry for this, since office has called me. Okay, and now I have to go 5 days in a week, and I will not get this time to prepare something for you. But if I get something exciting, like in AI, I am thinking of creating some kind of AI tools or some kind of things. So if I develop those things or have some command on those things, then I will try to meet you again.
Okay. Thank you for this. Thanks for
Okay.
your effort.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Vinita. Close everything. Thank you.